Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. Well, kind of Disney, I guess. This is a video that I wanted to make for a while because I get this question all the time. It's written into the TTA, it's left in comments on my videos, people tweet me this question, people send me Instagram DMs of this question. The question is said in different ways, but basically always the same. Rob moved down to Florida. All these other YouTubers have moved down to Florida. Christine, when are you moving to Florida? And the answer is never. This has nothing to do with coronavirus, by the way. I realized the timing of this video. I was like, oh my God, people are gonna think that I'm just like, gonna be like, I'm never moving to Florida because things are crazy down there right now with coronavirus. And while true, things were also crazy up here with coronavirus in the Jersey, New York area. So really, they're just going through what we went through. Because I've been asked this question probably for, I don't know, I guess over a year now since Rob himself moved down to Florida. And a big reason why he moved was because of wanting to be closer to the parks, to be able to create a lot more of his content. Obviously not all of his content is around being in the parks. He's not a traditional vlogger per se, but you know, he's always got to get that B-roll. So, you know, and I know that his family is down in Florida as well. So there's a lot of reasons why he went. And I think a lot of people looked at me and said, well, you guys are really close friends. You do a channel as well. A lot of other YouTubers have moved recently. Michael K was another big one that moved just a few months after Rob. He's a good friend of mine. And there were several that were making the move. Super Enthused went from Miami to the Orlando area. So I think a lot of people saw all these channels moving and they asked me over and over, Christine, when are you moving to Florida? And I'm not ever moving to Florida. And it's not to say that like, Florida's some awful place I don't want to live or anything like that, but there's like a few reasons why that's just not in the cards. The first biggest reason is I am married, and being married, you know, that's a joint decision we would have to make. I can't just decide on my own to move to another state. We'd have to look at our situation together, and if that's something that would make both of us happy. I think it's interesting now with the current state of things because a big reason that I never considered the move is work. You know, living now just outside of New York City, but I've lived in New York City most of my life until a year ago. And working in New York City, it just provides myself and my husband Peter more job opportunities in the industries that we're in. That's not to say that we'd never find a job in what we do in Florida or anywhere else. But there's a lot more opportunity in the city. I have been able to work social media across a variety of very big creative agencies. I've gone freelance and had a ton of freelance opportunities, like in office, you know, consulting to, you know, month-to-month contracts, all kinds of different crazy experiences I've got to have. And it's very easy to find work. Now I'm working full-time and my office is based out of Brooklyn. And now, like I said, it's a bit different, right? Like, cause now there's so much working from home, and the way it's looking for my job right now is they might make us permanent work from home, except for major meetings, conferences. If we really need to come in and meet with partners and vendors and stuff like that, then yes. But it looks like even moving into, you know, after things opening up, that they're probably going to keep us working from home more. So you could argue, well, Christine, then you could move and do your same job. I guess that's true. Assuming that my company would let you do that, I don't even know. But still, I don't think that that's something that ever crossed our minds. You know, Peter, when he can go back into the office, will be going back into the office. He is in a sales role that requires in-person meetings. How that's gonna happen in the future, I don't know. But he also is very happy in an office and going in. So I don't think he would have the same sort of opportunities and salary and all of that in Florida. Though granted, you know, lower cost of living in Florida. But still, I think that's a big reason why we've always just stuck around this area. We also just bought a house. Like, we just bought this house a year ago. we bought this house to have a family and stay here and raise kids and settle down. It was not a purchase to like buy a house and then sell it in like 5 years and flip it and do some work. No, this was our home that we want to be a potential forever home, or at least I see myself here for the next 20 years, let's say. So when you make a big investment like that, especially in a costly state like New Jersey, the last thing we were thinking about is picking up moving to another state. That's just not gonna happen. We just made this purchase, we just got settled here. There's no moving in the cards in our future. Another thing is, I don't know if we would honestly enjoy living in Orlando or around that area. And that's a personal preference thing. I love going on vacation. I like to go to Florida on vacation. I think that there's a lot of neat cities and places to go, and I like spending time there. And obviously I go like, you know, generally when things are normal, like 3 times a year. So I do like going to Florida, but I don't think I'd want to live there for a variety of reasons. One, I would never make it through the summers. It's humid already here and I'm complaining. Like, I could not do the heat and humidity there. 2, I like being near New York City, and I think it's also a preference of having grown up there. I'm a little spoiled by everything that is accessible in the city. Museums, food, culture, music. We just have so much in the city, and so it's a big reason why we only moved, you know, a short jaunt away in New Jersey, because I wanted really badly to be able to hop on the train anytime and go into the city. And for me, that's really important when I have kids as well. I want to be able to take my kids to the Museum of Natural History or Central Park, or to go get a great meal somewhere with ease. And again, I'm not trying to downplay anything in Florida. I'm sure that there's like really cool museums and good food and all of that if you look for it there. But like I said, I think I'm a little spoiled. New York is very unique in the kind of things that it offers, and I still want to have that, and I want my kids to have that. So it's a really big reason why I just don't think I would like fit and flourish in Florida as a resident. But I sure do like staying at the RDC and I do like going to visit, and I do love that so many people I know now are down there, moved there. It's great to just like go and then check off all the list of friends that I have to see, from vloggers to cast members, what have you. It's fun. It always becomes quite busy when I'm there trying to pencil in lunches and dinners. But yeah, I don't think I could ever see myself there. Peter would absolutely never go to Florida himself. He's just not the biggest fan. And I don't think he would survive those summers either. So those are just a few reasons why I'm never gonna move there, but I get this question so much, and I get it. You know, Rob and I have been best friends for 25 years. That's the longest friendship I've had in my life. And so us being separated is weird, because we did live in New York together all through those years until last year. And so I understand that some people assume because of our closeness, because of what we do on YouTube, that I would follow suit and move down there, but not in the cards for me. Probably never in the cards for me. I'll never say never, because I don't believe in that, but 99% chance I will never, ever move to Florida. So there you go, that's the answer. And the next time anyone asks that question, I'm gonna link them to this video and say, there you go, there's the full answer that I'm not gonna write out in 10 paragraphs on an Instagram DM. But I would like to hear from some of you that I know actually have moved to Florida. I just have some viewers here who I know have moved. So I'd love to know about the people who have made the journey down to Florida and what that's been like. When did you move? When did you become a local down there? How has your life changed? Where did you move from? I find all those stories so interesting about what makes people pick up and move down there. Sometimes it's the parks, sometimes it's other things. So if you are somebody who moved down there or just have lived there your whole life, I'd just love to know your experience being in Florida in the comments below. If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, you should subscribe and make videos every single week. I really appreciate all the support that I've had despite having less of an upload schedule. I've said this many times, but my job is crazy sometimes, and sometimes I'm working late on weeknights. Sometimes I work whole weekends, unfortunately. and that really cuts into my recording and editing time. So it drives me crazy because there's so many videos I want to get out, and I cannot find the time. And then sometimes when I do have the time, I'll admit I just want to do nothing and lay in a hammock in the backyard because I was just so tired from work. So I appreciate the people who still support the new subscribers that I'm seeing. I guess it proves that you don't need to put out a video every day to have an awesome community. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great rest of the day. Bye.